Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. This show is called Artists and Authors. We consider art as art, cooking as art, and we've brought a chef, renowned chef, Chef Doris. Welcome, Chef Doris.
Thank you.
Now, Narrow Gauge Inn, if you've not been there, it's on the way to Yosemite from Fresno or wherever you're going, up to 41. And they did a nationwide search for a chef, an executive chef, and they've hired you. Where do you come from?
Maine.
Maine,
Maine.
Way on the East Coast.
Right, all the way over.
Okay. And excuse my lack of knowledge on the East Coast, but Maine has like lobsters and
Lobster, yes, we're famous for our lobster,
Okay.
especially up in Maine. You know, it's, you know, we actually have a battle. Is it Canadian or is it from Maine?
right.
The lobster.
Which are better, by the way.
The Maine ones.
There
of
you
course,
go, the Maine
you know.
lobsters. Now, you've been a chef for a while.
About 30 years.
Oh, somebody said you had some Spanish and Cuban influence.
Yes.
Yeah.
My father was born and raised in Havana, Cuba. Came over in '59, and my mother's family's from Spain.
Yeah. Now, will we see any of that influence
Yes.
on the menu there at Narrow Gauge Inn?
Absolutely. When we get into our regular menu, I'm actually going to offer some empanadas and ropa vieja, and I'm going to put a twist on it. My ropa vieja will include pork and venison. So I'll be incorporating the game meats and other, flavors.
From Fresno to Yosemite, there's not Cuban food.
No.
We don't have that out here, and it's the best. When I go to New York, that's all I eat is Cuban food, Cuban restaurants. So I'm so excited you're going to have that influence there at Narrow Gauge Inn. But also, tell us about the game meats you're going to have.
Well, for instance, on our Thanksgiving menu, I've got pheasant, I've got duck. Going into our regular menu, we're going to carry elk and lamb. Excuse me. And if I can get my hands on some partridge, there'll be a lovely Christmas special as well.
I haven't seen a lot of partridge around here. We have a lot of quail running around right now.
Quail
so.
will be on there as well.
Good. Now, Narrow Gauge Inn, is it big? Maybe seats 100 people?
About 100 people. It's beautiful,
Right.
beautiful historic building.
Yes. Will we be able to get make a reservation?
Absolutely.
Yeah, probably a good idea if you're driving from Fresno or
call ahead.
Visalia
Yes,
or
please.
Bakersfield. People travel from all over the world to go
Nice.
right by Narrow Gauge Inn.
Well,
so
and if they need to rest, they can just book a room.
book a room at Narrow Gauge Inn too. Now, have you started yet? Have you started cooking or
We're opening
serving?
Thanksgiving, so
That'll be your first?
prep is underway, and I've got a phenomenal team. They are getting things ready. We'll be prepping in the next few days, and
It's so fun to go on the first day opening of a restaurant, and you see the people and you see things, and they're improvising and making things happen, and things don't always go perfect. They probably will with you guys, but it's fun. It's just fun to be there. In 5 years, you say, "Remember, I was there on the first day, and the flambéed or whatever."
it's a special energy.
A lot of special
when the first
energy.
day.
How's your crew?
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
I have Alexandria. I have I have Kiani, and I have Herbe, who's my second hand in the kitchen. Phenomenal crew. They are amazing. They're excited, ready to go.
Now, will you say it's fine dining?
Fine dining.
Fine
yes.
dining.
We will have a pub menu on our for our regular hours, not for Thanksgiving, but we will have a pub menu going forward. So if you want something a little less than the fine dining, order off the pub menu. There'll be.
I'm a fine dining guy. I love fine dining, and since COVID, I just haven't seen a lot of it around my community. So it'll be worth the trip. By the way, if you're in Fresno, it's 45 minutes. I mean, it's a destination. The whole drive is beautiful. The whole experience is beautiful. How about wine? You can have a little wine up there?
Yes, we're going to have local wines, and we're also our local spirits are coming from Oakhurst
Oh, yeah.
Distillery.
I met that guy who makes the Oakhurst
Mike?
Distillery. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
What
he's
a
great.
wonderful guy, and so much passion
Yes.
to make that.
Yes.
And we have a lot of good wines in the region. And some of the foothill wines, I think, is the best around California.
Yes, and we're definitely all about local. I mean, we usually like JD Foods as one of our distributors. We're looking into Mountain Produce. Just
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of that around there. How exciting. What an exciting, this is the most exciting restaurant I've heard about opening in a long time. And just the idea of the menu is going to be great. Now, besides the game, what other types of things might we find on the menu?
I like to incorporate fruits and meats. And for instance, when I do my lamb chop, I'm going to do a fig and persimmon white wine reduction. Local wine, local fruits, local lamb.
Yeah. Soup, got some ideas
What's that?
on soup?
Oh, I have lots of ideas on soup. Actually, if I can get my partridge, we'll do partridge in a pear soup.
That'd be fun.
Nice little play on Christmas there and the holidays. And
Well, are they letting you be creative?
they are, which is that's half the fun right there.
Okay.
You know, I get to play with the food, and I really get to be creative and blend the flavors. I love using reductions and sauces and just.
Well, that's
colors.
why we wanted you on our artists and authors show, because to me, food's an art.
Absolutely.
And if they let you create,
Yes,
and a lot of restaurants won't.
that's true.
So
That's
I
true.
think they found a good chef for them, and you found a good spot for you. so.
Absolutely, and when the owners when they want someone creative, that makes all the difference, right? Because I love what I do, and that's my passion. So to be able to create and to have that support is phenomenal.
I won't go on Thanksgiving, unfortunately. I love to go on the first day of the restaurant. But what days, do you know what the schedule's going to be so far?
Starting out, we're going to be open Thursday through Sunday.
Okay.
I believe 5 to 9, but I'm not entirely sure. For Thanksgiving, Thursday and Friday will be open from 3 to 9.
3 to 9. That's good. The other thing that's an outcome from COVID I found is restaurants are closing earlier. I mean, who wants to eat dinner at 6 o'clock? I want 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock dinner. So
Well, and as we see what the need is,
You'll find the
there's
need,
wiggle room for expanding hours.
right. One good thing about the I don't know what you call it, the audience or the clientele up there, they're kind of trapped. They're not there to eat and leave real fast and go
Right.
to a movie or something. They're there to spend a couple of days. So,
Right, take your time.
that'll be the best. That'll be the best. What else do you want us to know about? Now it's a narrow gauge inn.
Narrow gauge.
And is there a name of the restaurant separate?
It's Aroma Tavern at the
Aroma
Narrow
Tavern.
Gauge Inn.
Okay.
Yes.
Which gives the idea that you can go there and just have a beer or a cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to have dinner.
Right.
And,
Right, and then we have the local spirits, the local wines. So
Right. And there'll be a bar menu too. So
there will be.
Right.
One of the Thanksgiving desserts I'm creating is a pumpkin persimmon mousse
Okay.
with
That sounds delicious.
local.
Now, Chef Doris came all the way from Maine to be, do you call it executive chef? Or
Yes.
What's an executive chef at Narrow Gauge Inn to create and create and create and to capture, your idea is to capture the local wine, the local produce, maybe some big game that we might see running through
Yes.
the meadow out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. Well, I live in Maine, so game is big over there, but
It
you
is.
don't see it a lot in restaurants.
Right.
So that's really nice that I'm able to use that.
Well, I know we're out of time and I'm bemoaning these points, but most of us don't know how to cook game. That's why it'd be nice to go to a restaurant where somebody knows how to do that.
Yes.
And because even lamb, I've tried to cook myself. I'm never doing it again. I want a professional who knows what they're doing to prepare that kind of meat. Anything else our viewers should know that you would like them to know?
Well, come and see us. The food's going to be amazing. The ambiance is going to be amazing. The building is beautiful. We're excited.
We have a phone number on the screen. Do you think that's where they could call for a reservation?
Yes, please
Yeah.
call for your reservation.
559-683-7720. But go to narrowgaugeinn.com and check out the whole thing. Make a reservation to stay there, to eat there, spend a couple days there. It's a
Absolutely.
beautiful place. Right now is a cool time of year, too, because every once in a while you get a little snow coming down and
Right.
stuff like that. So
Yes.
thank you, Chef Doris, for
Thank
coming
you
on
so
our show.
much.
And we'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.